Hey guys, this is Paintball 14 here. Alex from Paintball 101 Info, and I've had a request to do a show on tips for walking the trigger. And sorry I haven't been able to do this sooner. Naturally, it's paintball, but I've just been so busy lately with football and stuff. So I'm gonna do it now and get it out of the way. So first tip for walking the trigger. For those of you who don't know what walking the trigger is, it's basically the fastest way you can shoot with the trigger, and that's technically walking right there because it looks like your fingers are walking. First thing you want to know for when you're walking the trigger is you want to have a trigger that's set up to your needs. This is a blade trigger, double trigger, blade, just a little tiny bump in the middle. It's a 2-point adjustable trigger for pre and post travel. This here is kind of more of a trigger that kind of hugs your bottom finger. I don't know really what to call this, but it's almost like a swoop. It bumps up in the middle to do kind of your S-type, and then goes down and hugs your finger on the bottom. This is a trigger that you will not want for shooting or trying to walk the trigger. The single finger triggers are not set up to shoot fast, because you can only shoot with one finger compared to twice as fast with two. Here's kind of more like the double C trigger. It's basically just two C's put together. It's easy to walk. Then you have a trigger which I don't have here, which is called the scythe trigger or the rolling trigger or the S trigger, which is kind of like it's a bumped out. Basically, if you took this part and you kept on going with that curve, instead of having this bend that out and keep going with that curve, it's kind of like a backwards C. And those are my favorite triggers. Definitely close second would be something like this, the scythe. Then you want to have your trigger set up properly. Personally, I like a longer trigger pull, so I took out all my pre-travel and I put in a little bit post-travel. If you are able to set your trigger, you're going to want to make it just a couple millimeters longer on the post-travel after the activation point, which is the point where your micro switch toggles in. So mine's right there. That's where I hear the click. It's about 2 millimeters away or so, just to give me a little bit extra room. Now, if you're one of the people that like a very small trigger pull, you're going to want to put your pre-travel up. This will allow it to change the shape a little bit closer to the gun. I like a longer trigger pull, so I don't have it. I saw a lot of people like short trigger pulls. It's okay, it's just what fits your needs the best. So, now that we got the trigger types out of the way and your adjustment out of the way, basic tips for walking the trigger. Obviously, keep your fingers straight and just back and forth, back and forth. I find it easier to kind of make it in a circle, work it up, trigger guard, and then back down. See, in slow-mo, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Whereas I'm like this, it's a little bit harder for me. So I like to go up and then back down to complete my motion. And I look like this. I'm left-handed, so let's turn the gun on here, turn the eyes off. So that's basically walking the trigger. I mean, it's a very hard topic to do because it's so general and broad. Do the prana here. You see, this is a little faster to work a little higher up to the S-shaped bump. So, it is kind of hard to explain how to walk the trigger because it just takes time and skill. Over time, you'll get it. Naturalist, just basically back and forth and just keep on doing that for a long time and you'll get it. But definitely the shape of your trigger will help how you walk the trigger, how you have it set up will help you walk the trigger. Other than that, it's just as fast as you can get your little two fingers to go. So that's really it. It's Pro Baller 14. Please subscribe. 100 subscribers before the end of the month, and I'll eat some paint. I know you guys want to see that, won't you? Thank you for watching.